Welcome back to my book channel. My name is Lady Lauren Explorer. And today I have a 2-for-1. These are mainly because they're short. And it's by Becca Still, I think. Yeah, Stilly. And it's Cross the Line and Savage Rivals. I literally finished this one a couple of minutes ago before starting this video. I was just taking pictures, and I finished this one this morning. So let me just go with my thoughts on this. So let me just get this one out the way because it's short, sweet, and to the point. This is, I think, 113 pages long. 110. It's too short for me. I wanted more. Across the Line is between Cayenne and Preston. They are our two male characters. Really cute, just saying. And the dark one is Cayenne, and the blonde one, Preston. So we start off the book with Cayenne being suspended from football, which is the British football, EU football, and for drugs. Preston is the new kid. He's American, and he's going to be the new striker, which was the position that Cayenne used to play before he got suspended. Preston really tries to be the, I'm not trying to take your place, be like a good teammate. And Cayenne's just not having it. Don't think that you're going to replace me because you can't. And that starts off their little tiffs. So Cayenne thinks that Preston is just a person who's taking over his usual life, having all his football friends, his position, his performance, all that kind of stuff. And Preston thinks that Cayenne is just being very bitter, egotistic, also good looking. So we find out that Preston is gay. He just doesn't came out to his school or his teammates. And we also see that he has a slight sexual attraction to Cayenne, as Cayenne is being very rude and kind of mean to him. That starts this little tiff between them and builds up this tension. And Cayenne, he's not he sees the tension, he feels it, but he's not acknowledging it until Fright Night, which is Halloween. Their school or their town has a Fright Night where they just do pranks and all that kind of stuff. And Preston sees Cayenne with a girl and he feels sort of jealous, so he cock blocks. And that leads to a sexual encounter, and the rest is history. I gave this book a 2 because it wasn't bad. It was just had very unresolved plot lines, subplots, and arguments that weren't brought up again. So Cayenne's parents, I hope I'm saying his name right. His parents aren't in his life. They're there, but they're doing other things, because I think they're high-priced lawyers or doctors or something, but they make millions of dollars, I'm guessing, or plenty of money, and they're not in his life. So he's just basically on his own, and he's rich. His father finds out that he is gay, or experimenting, as his father says it, or in a phase, whichever one his father thinks it is. And comes home and has this argument with Cayenne about, I hope you are done experimenting. This is just a phase. And that was the end of the conversation. It wasn't brung up again. There was no conflicting, what was his dad going to do? What does he do? It wasn't brung up ever again. And then in the ending, when they get an HEA, or I don't even know if it's an HEA. That's how confusing this was. It was just a happy for now or something like that, maybe. But they're in at JFK, and I'm just okay, so if him and his parents are having a tiff or something, who paid for you to go to the States? You know? Like, I'm not understanding, like, where, where's the other stuff? Like, I'm not getting it. I just think this is, like, really rushed. Um, Very fast paced, because even though it happens over months, like a chapter would be the month. So it's just like that one time, and then it goes to the next month. And then you're just like, oh, okay. Because we start off at Fright Night with a certain scene, and then it goes to September. Then it goes to October and brings us to that scene. Then it goes to November. And it's just like, I'm missing so much of like your guys' dynamic, the tension building, the love that you're supposed to be having with each other. I'm just missing that. And I'm getting snapshots. And I'm not liking these snapshots because I'm not connecting with you all to like him. Then the next one is Savage Rivals. So this happens to be between Asher and Levi. Levi is from the school that Preston and Cayenne are from, which is like a very preppy school. Money goes there. And then Asher's from the rival school, which is basically like public, the underdogs, the people who I guess are working class and below. I don't know. But they are rivals. When I mean rivals, I mean rivals. They hate each other. But these two particular are captains of both their teams. So Levi, we don't get him until like I think 4 chapters in, but we start off with Asher. Asher is bi, or he's realizing that he's bi, and he has this obsession with Levi. Everyone knows this obsession because they know how he is with Levi, and vice versa. So everyone kind of feels that like once everything happens and once they become a couple, everyone was like, oh yeah, we kind of figured this would happen because how obsessed you both were with each other and what you guys were doing and wanting to like beat the other person up and wanting to know what this other person is doing, all that stuff. They're both obsessed with each other, and you can actually see it in the chapters because of the petty things they do. And it actually, like, the whole, like, little rivalry started because Asher didn't shake Levi's hand during a match, like the pre-match, and Levi had something to say about that and got them both yellow cards because of how aggressive they were towards each other. But they also, Levi's team won the game, even with them being very reckless with each other. So this is how they start off as enemies to experimenting with each other as they hate each other, and then going into the boyfriend realms to lovers. We do get like, this is longer, but we do get like some conflict because of this is a secret relationship because they're rivals of the competing school. They're friends and other outside factors. And then we also get a parent that is not taking it well at first that their son is coming out to them as having a boyfriend. But we see a change in that parent as time goes on. This does leave us on a great HEA because it's like years later when we have the epilogue, and I like the epilogue. I gave this book a 3.75. It's just that like I felt that like the beginning, like the hate was so petty. Like the things that they were doing to each other's school and the other captains which is like super petty. And I'm just like I know it's football, but like, why? like, that's a lot. Like, that's like consciously wanting to be in this person's sphere and mess with them consciously. So yeah, you could tell that they're going to get together. I'm just saying. But I'm glad I read these two. These are the special edition copies. But that is it. There's Prince looking at us. I hope you all have a wonderful day. My name is Lady Lauren Explorer. I post a video Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and sometimes Sundays. But I also have special videos I just post in between those days. So please subscribe to see those videos so you can know when they're coming out. I always premiere them, so you'll have a notice. But I will see you all in my next video, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!